Seeking to scale your business to new heights? Then you are at the right place. Malay Damania, business transformation coach, is here to share valuable advice, tips, and teachings on effective business management. Learn from the best to run a thriving business in these volatile environments. And for more interactive learning from Malay, sign up for his webinars happening every Sunday at 11 a.m. IST, where you can dive deeper into business transformation strategies. Registration link given in show notes. And now buckle up for some quick and actionable insights that will revolutionize your approach to business on Business Veda podcast from your host Malay Damania.
The look of farm-fresh pizza, smell of mouth-watering pastas, colorful mocktails, and the experience of a lively dining space. The restaurant business can seem like a dream career for any foodie or an aspiring entrepreneur. However, behind the scenes, operating a successful restaurant requires one of the most challenging entrepreneurial skills. With rising costs, shrinking profit margins, fierce competition, the failure rate is remarkably high, with 60% of the new restaurants closing within their very first year and 80% folding before their 5th anniversary. To beat these scary probabilities and turn your ambition into a thriving restaurant business, what is absolutely essential is your understanding of the market, meticulous planning, ability to forecast accurately, and upfront self-evaluation. From thoroughly vetting your concept and finances to getting down to the ideal location and mastering operations, there are several factors that can make or break a new restaurant venture. Today, let's dig into some of the most crucial considerations that you need to factor in before diving into this venture. The first one is concept viability and differentiation. With thousands of dining options in most major cities, offering something unique and compelling is vital. Doing a thorough market research, understanding the trends, the customer demands and preferences, and the gap. How does your menu, ambience, and overall concept stand apart as truly novel and unique? Define a clear, differentiated identity from your competitors. Whether it's a specific cuisine, fusion of dishes, or experiential dining, your restaurant should offer something distinctive to attract audience. Differentiation not only sets you apart from your competitors, but also encourages customer loyalty and word of mouth referrals. From layout and ambience to amenities and refined guest touchpoints, the overall dining atmosphere and experience must reinforce your concept, character, and theme. Second point, target customer and demographics. Who exactly is your target customer, and what dining experience or price points will appeal to their habits and preferences? Get down to the specific customer segments you intend to serve, from age and income to culture and food passions. This target persona will be the base to select everything from your location to the menu and pricing. Next one, location scouting. One of the key aspects for success of a restaurant is the location. Finding that optimized site is pivotal and at the same time challenging. The ideal location obviously attracts more customers but comes at a price. And therefore, the balance is the key. You got to factor in the availability of parking, visibility, accessibility, vibe, and competition landscape. Get the location wrong and you can sink even before the opening night. Then comes menu and recipe. The heart of any restaurant is its menu and the recipe. Craft a menu that reflects your concept, showcases your culinary expertise, and caters to the preferences of your target audience. Balance creativity with practicality and stick to your niche. Source high quality ingredients, prioritize freshness and seasonality, and consider sustainability practices to elevate your culinary offerings. End of the day, you must strive to provide a consistent, predictable, high quality dining experience to all your customers every time. The next important aspect is the capital cost and operating cost. Make a comprehensive assessment of the one-time startup cost like deposit for the premises, renovation and restoration cost, the cost of obtaining permits and licenses, kitchen equipments, crockery, hardware and software tools, the one-time inventory, and the pre-launch marketing expense.
Have you got your copy of Business Champ yet? If not, go ahead and grab this Amazon bestseller by Malay Damania. It is a complete roadmap to transform your business. Thousands of business owners have already benefited from the book. Get your copy now from the link in show notes.
Keep some contingency for the cost overrun. Many restaurants falter by underestimating their initial funding needs and the cash reserves. Also, make a fair estimation of your revenue and the operating cost for the next 1 year, duly breaking them down into monthly spreadsheets. It is important to factor in all the operational costs towards tasting and trial period before the actual launch. Then the funding sources. After calculating startup capital required, how are you going to arrange funds? Is it your own capital, or are you going to get some investor to fund into your venture, or are you going to borrow? If it is borrowing, make sure to include interest cost in your spreadsheet. Also ensure you have a backup plan to handle cash crunches due to cost overrun, seasonality, and other contingencies. Next point, friends, is regulations and compliance. Opening a restaurant requires multiple state and local licensing, permits, food safety, health standards, fire clearance, police permissions, and so on. If you are going to serve liquor, factor in the right time and cost for its licenses. Miss any component and you can be prevented from legally operating or fined or even shut down. Then comes selection of the right team. From executive chef to kitchen crew, service staff, storekeeper, barman, cashier, manager, all are make or break factors. Craft a clear vision for the ideal team structure, the culture you want to known for, their regular training programs, and your ability to attract and retain top talent. Have clear roles, functions, responsibilities, and accountability defined for them to know what's exactly expected out of them. Then there is supply chain and food sourcing. Access to reliable, cost-effective suppliers for ingredients, vegetables, dairy products, and even packaging is crucial. Shortlist and finalize vendors and distribution channels that align with your restaurant's ethos and budget parameters upfront. Try and lock them to a reasonable long-term pricing model, because fluctuating cost could quickly disrupt your financial model. And lastly, friends, marketing and brand building. Great food and service alone is not enough for a successful restaurant. You need to clearly craft your marketing strategy. You may consider coming up with loyalty programs, happy hours, actively engaging on social media, community brand building initiatives, and of course, tie up with Zomato's and Swiggy's to drive awareness and customer acquisition. You can get as innovative as you wish to in your marketing initiatives. Allocate significant resources to these efforts early on. So, friends, starting a restaurant is a complex endeavor that requires careful planning, strategic decision making, and unwavering commitment. By considering these factors from market research and differentiator to financial planning and operational execution, aspiring entrepreneurs can increase their chances of success in a highly competitive industry. With passion, perseverance, and attention to detail, you can turn your vision into a thriving business that delights diners and leaves a lasting impression on the culinary world.
A top-rated podcast, Business Veda, is must listen for every business owner. So share this with someone who will find this podcast useful. Remember to follow the podcast and tune in next week for yet another business lesson from Malay Damania.